punish an elk, but then they could just go for something kind of equally greedy like a Storm Spirit.
Could they like go PA, just run at him?
For Winstrike?
Yeah.
Could be a bit risky, I think.
I mean, definitely. At this point, I
then
feel
how
like you
you
got to
gonna
take
lane?
some risks.
Oh, sure, but
PA mid, the old school, the old.
yeah, Dagger's pretty bad for that these days.
Oh,
that's old school.
Route.
Just give me SF, guys.
Yeah, that's really bold. I mean, I guess he should have a pretty 1v1 lane no matter who it is, but I mean, what punishes SF here?
I don't even think you need to punish the SF too hard. I think you just want... They could go back for a Storm now, I think. Although, yeah, I think Storm's kind of okay, honestly. Even though it's not really that big tanky thing. Dragonite is not someone you want to pick into a Shadow Fiend, so that could be why they went for the SF, just thinking that that was a really solid-looking hero for the side of Fnatic, and they're trying to push them away from that matchup. Timbersaw doesn't do too well either, as Abed was also playing that earlier today, but kind of fits that same mentality of the tanky hero who's in the front line. And then there is just Meepo. How much do they like winning Dota? So they want to cement themselves fully in the Meepo Dota.
I have to ask you real quickly.
Okay.
I didn't reapply this thing at the end of the console, but it should stay over from the next one, right?
I think so.
All right, we're just making sure.
Guess we're gonna find out.
I really hope that it does stay over because I reapplied it, started the cast.
I'm pretty sure you're fine.
I'm freaking out over here, Trent. I'm worried that I'm gonna mess up production.
You'll just have to do the really quick console tap enter.
Is that how it works?
Console up key enter.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
Boom. You'll be so fast.
They'll never.
You guys
see
just
it
all
coming.
close your eyes.
Don't look.
It's gonna be okay. And Clinks. Okay. So that's definitely not a right up in the front line kind of hero. So that's the only downside I'd say of the Fnatic draft. But
that worries me. I think
there's no one in the front line.
I like this Winstrike draft in some ways. I feel like they at least identified the problems that are coming in. Whether or not they can solve it, I'm not so sure.
Well, the front line now is just two heroes. Like, it's like the front line has been extended to like a mid line and then a back line. So the back line is Winter Wyvern, Dark Willow, and Enigma, who are all going to be sitting behind Clinks and Drow Ranger, who will be spread apart, so they're not being like AoE combo down, and they can both just start hitting towers and doing stuff. And you try and go on either of them. There's a Terrorize, there's a Winter's Curse, and there's a Black Hole that'll be coming from 3 different angles. So it's not as standard as the traditional stuff, but I can totally see how it still works.
Fly in formation, and everything will be okay.
It's pretty much it. Yeah, the flying V will carry you.
You have one in the middle, though, so it's like a flying W.
All right, fair.
For Vancouver.
Perfect.
As we get ready to hop into this game number 2, Fnatic versus Winstrike. And Winstrike, again, they're at the bottom of the barrel right now, digging deep, trying to find something to grab onto to pull their group stage back up.
Dude, it's Iceberg Shadow Fiend. If Iceberg, I think of OD, and I think of just like baller Shadow Fiend stuff. This guy, he's a good Dota player.
I mean, that was
he
the
knows how to
famous.
swag.
That was like the big match that he sort of made his name on. Was the Yule Scepter Blink Dagger Shadow Fiend when he went for the cooldown reductions and went like all in on the Octarine core. He lost the game, but it looked cool. And then he came back and was able to do better at Epicenter. And I think that was when they took down Virtus Pro, if I'm not mistaken, as well. So this guy, a storied history on this hero.
To the moon! That's where
name?
Winstrike's trying to go.
That's true.
They still got that little rocket ship.
As we load into this one, we'll see if I have given production nightmares or if I'll be having sweet dreams.
We're going to find out. How exciting. Oh, you're fine. See,
oh,
you did
God.
it.
That was really scary.
Yay. Production gives him a round of applause.
Thank goodness.
For battle.
You actually have no idea how scared I was right there.
Oh, I know.
All right, the good lucks come out as we do have Nangrata going to run down towards the mid lane, lay down a ward. One of the strengths of having that very, very fast Skeleton Man. He's a little bit quicker than the Skeleton Man on the other team. Do they run into each other?
I
don't think so.
That was unexpected.
They do ping it. They saw him. Oh, it's good stuff. They saw the Clinks play down the ward, and that is going to be a free D ward most likely.
Really nice play. Using those high movement speed heroes. I mean, Earth Spirit used to be the hero that started doing that with his rolling around and everything. But Pugna, stupidly fast, can do it. And no fear with a lot of good luck. being given over to Fnatic.
Hey.
Underutilized. Fogged was really looking for some more players to go for that one, so Abed, you're performing his wishes, and oh, that's how you start a lane, right? Yeah, tip them up right there. They like that.
I like that.
DJ's getting on that.
That's pretty great right there. An astronomical price. I like that you get to see a little bit more emotion and flavor coming out from these players.
I mean, he is the swagger fiend. It wasn't his choice, guys.
That's true. You have to have it.
The game took over control of this hero.
He's compelled to do this thing.
All right, back for the rune. They will get it. So 3 of them so far secured for Winstrike.
The courier. Oh, man. That was close.
Jeez, Winter Wyvern. All right, so they'll get back, and they will get 1 bounty rune for the side of the Radiant.
Not what you love to see, but nonetheless, it's something for
this
DJ.
Insanely farmed Shadow Fiend coming in already with 1 soul. I don't know what Abed can do now. I think that's they have to bring Pylai in because it's so devastating that he had this 1 soul.
Iceberg is actually going to be so mad about this, I'm sure.
Oh yeah, just get dual laned. You want to taunt? Get dual laned.
And it is the spray taunts. You don't see it all that often.
Underutilized for sure.
Envy in a little bit of trouble here. They got some damage onto him. Shard's block, but also the right clicks coming in from Non-Grata. The Skelly Man forces him back into the salve.
All right, so their resources spent for that salve was basically just the cost of ice shards.
Yeah.
Should be pretty pleased with that one.
And you need to get a lot of value out of those from the Tusk. Not a high mana pool. They don't have something like a CM on their team. He's going to be out of them soon.
Radiant structures are
so the glyph is going to come out now. Kind of actually keeps the creep wave in a decent spot here, as they're going to be able to find a couple denies for Winstrike. And Shard's a little bit off the mark. They do force out the Arctic Burn, and they're not going to get a hit. There it is on the No Fear. Suddenly he's down to very low HP from that one. Oh, and then the decrypts as well to mess up the last hitting for Envy.
Yeah, very nice. Nothing a Drow Ranger can do about that. No nukes or anything. That means Pilot Eye gets to steal them if he decrypts the Drow, that is.
No. Abed trading hits with Iceberg here. Gets his salve out after the fact. And it's kind of an interesting matchup. The strafe going to be used oftentimes as you're playing the Shadow Fiend. You need to hit all of the raises and then a couple more right clicks.
Yeah.
That's another salve used by Abed.
Gets right click there, but it's near the end of the salve anyway. Iceberg walking down with the mango. Hits him again. And that's the salve. Iceberg's open AIing him, salving and diving the tower.
This is pretty crazy. They're making it happen. And while I'm just watching that happen, they are going to find the kill onto 1. Envy bottom lane ends up going down.
It's okay. The mid's way more exciting anyway.
It is actually way more exciting nowadays, it feels like. The mid lane.
It's good to have it back.
Yeah.
It's not quite the same heroes as when we left the 1v1 meta. But at least SF, you know, he's always been there.
Totally. And so far 13, or rather, yeah, 13-7 versus the 10-0. This is kind of the way that these Shadow Fiend matchups tend to go.
Net worth-wise, though, it's like a 300 gold advantage for Iceberg because he doesn't end up burn all his gold into regen.
Always want to fly, going for one last punch onto him from DJ, but that's going to come at the cost of his life. Winstrike able to find another kill.
Diving a bit deep there. It's an odd spot for the Dark Willow too, where eventually Universe does just want to be left alone. You start pulling back the wave, utilizing the demonic conversion. Still wants to be trying to benefit from denies as much as possible, but doesn't really need Dark Willow. Can sometimes hurt. I mean, you can see Universe already has 9 denies, in fact.
Mid lane, Abed. They're here, no fear. 2 points in the shards. Last for 5 seconds if they can get within range, but it's a scary one to make happen. There's going to be the punch. There's going to be the shards. Need to find themselves a couple of raises. One more. Ah, he hesitated. I thought he had it.
And he also had the strafe to dodge the right clicks too, so tough kill to get. And still, nice spend of the Invis rune. Got plenty of damage onto Abed. He has the salve up again.
Yeah, and you talked about it, that net worth, it's really becoming apparent. 850 on the Clinks versus 1,600 on Iceberg.
And he's not even the top of his team is with that kill onto Envy. It is Non-Grata here, dominating once more. 2nd game in a row, looking very good to start. See if he can keep that rolling.
Yep.
And he has Arcane Boots. This is a great lane for Arcane Boots. With a Tusk on your team, yes, please.
Super farmed. Has the salve up, ready to go, and keep the pressure on Envy, who's just level 3. Top lane also, as we get ready for the 5-minute runes, it looks like they're ready to battle this out, and Always Want to Fly just going to sneak his way through these brambles that have been laid down. And now DJ, what are you really left to do here? Silent lays down the bugs. Going to try and do what damage he can. They have another Sakuchi in a second. Damage is not going to be there to find the kill, and instead, oh, Silent thought about going back in. This is some scary stuff. Always Want to Fly looking for the right clicks, and Silent sticks around, finds the kill. And that should secure him the bounty runes.
Yeah, a couple different, back and forth there. Couldn't figure it out, but... And down bottom, Pilot Eye also going down to try and secure that bounty rune, as No Fear will head there. So Universe will get his own, or maybe Silent. He's trying to change that. Yeah,
they're moving in, dealing the damage here as well. The right click's coming through. Silent taking a lot of damage, and with the Sakuchi away, he'll be fine. But they do manage to secure 3 bounty runes for Winstrike.
So that's against. They've got like 6 out of the 8 so far, I believe.
That leads to a 2,000 gold advantage. 5 minutes into this game. A great start for Winstrike. I mean, again, we talked about it. If they're going to win this, they need to do it by dominating these lanes. And so far, so good.
Yeah, MD's even single pulling down here just to try and fix this lane a little bit. But there's a dive again. Is that another South? My goodness.
They make it happen. Iceberg needs to be careful. He needs to get the raise off. No Fear finds the kill, but it comes at a cost as Iceberg dies. And again, No Fear going to fall.
Pilot Eye, the winner on that one, eh? Getting plenty of experience for himself. 428, that is huge. That's definitely going to open up the tone for DJ. And speaking of which, top lane, they're going in on the silencers. Universe TP's out, and he survives.
Gets away! Unbelievable.
So narrow. He escaped that time. Silent does from quite a few of his Eidolons, though. It's about 50 gold.
And again, a little bit just off the mark there with Iceberg trying to get the raises out.
Oh my god, Abed's so poor.
Yeah, he has had a really tough time so far. Having to invest in these raindrops also, just another consumable.
On this vision here from Iceberg, inside of Winstrike, spawning everything.
Need to get this kill. Iceberg assaulted and going to finish.
All right, just to confirm, that is a dire reward. No, just not expecting the Dark Willow there as well. So tried to play aggressive with the Wyvern, kind of baiting some attention from the hero, but it ends up costing him his life.
Decent gold swing that direction as well. The last couple kills have been. You look at it and it's suddenly gone from 3,000 to 1,500. So about even on experience after all the kerfuffle that was happening.
And this Courier might just scout out the Tusk. No, went right past him. So Tusk will see the Courier, but Courier won't see him. And they'll see if they can get a kill onto this Drought Ranger, level 6 on the Pugna. Great time to go for it. Radiant Vision still not seeing this Tusk. Envy. Oh, he sees the Tusk now. He's too close. The creep wave. No Fear. What are you doing?
To back out there by the Envy and just a little bit too close
that
to
tree. He didn't realize it was cut down, so it's like a typically safe spot to stand, no longer safe.
Am I crazy? Does Draw have better vision? I feel like she should.
No, I'm crazy.
I feel like she should have better vision though, right?
Like, she's wearing dark clothes?
Yeah, look at her. She's got a little mask on. Maybe it's hiding. Her bangs are covering her eyes.
Yeah, so she should have terrible vision.
Top CS all right now for Winstrike. And they're just going to keep the pressure on. There's the snowball in, and there is not a whole lot you can do to stop this one. Envy TPing away. Is this going to work? Is he actually out of there? Envy.
Top lane. They also went in on the Silencer and Silence, so trying to get them both. Silencer is abandoned for them to go for the kill on the Weaver, and obviously the value play there. So Envy, great TP out.
God, if they had just been able to get like any of their other skills off from Non-Grata, that's a kill.
Well, Iceberg finds a DD rune. Abed didn't already even have problems in this lane.
Yeah, he has just pretty much abandoned it now. We'll come back every now and then to see if he can push out the creep wave, but Iceberg is having himself a nice old time. Does get the Fortify out.
Oh, top lane, Always Want to Fly, juking and jiving through that maze. He's a regular old puzzle solver.
They have time lapse. The damage out. Pile Die, yeah, you talked about it, that early rotation and being able to pick up those couple of kills. He's level 6 now. Always Want to Fly is just in no man's land. Super dead.
Not expecting that many heroes. Have they even noticed there's a curse here? This seems really dangerous.
They have a black hole. No, the black hole on top of the curse. That's how it's meant to be.
And now Iceberg's coming.
They throw it on top of all of them. The DD from hell as Pile Die is just going to have to run and try and fly away. Impossible. Oh, that was not how it's meant to be done.
Where's the chat wheel now?
He's He's gonna TP, or rather, just he's gonna hug himself as he falls. Oh wow. I mean, it happens.
It does. It's, yeah, you don't have that communication. No one expects the Wyvern to be level 6. I mean, that's not on the Enigma. Like, that should be announced at that point. By the way, I'm Pylai Die, and I'm level 6 at 9 minutes. Like, how can that possibly be on any other human being?
It's true enough.
Who would
Level
expect
as
that?
Envy. Envy, speaking of which, here at the Bounty Runes, very early. Just to make sure he gets that one. Silent. Gonna be hit by the Cursed Crown, but we'll be able to walk away from it. And now Nangrata is there. Going to go for the catch, and now Always Wanna Fly shows up. And unfortunately, Envy gonna get neither of the bounties. Oh, that hurt.
Did more than hurt. It hindered him. He's got -2. Give him that int over now. 4 stolen for Always Wanna Fly.
Dire's top
So,
tower
Clanks
is under attack.
in the area. Iceberg, do they have an inkling? Do they have an idea? Do they realize what's happening? There's the dust. Iceberg, they have the snowball safe? No, they don't decide to use it. He's gonna die to that one now. Silent shows up. Can they kill off Abed? They also have the Pugna here going to go for the decrep, and the ulti is gonna find that kill. And Weaver not doing enough damage to kill off No Fear as they try and chase down Pylai Day. Have vision over him this entire time, gonna save the snowball most likely. Although they do also have the punch, and with no TP, it didn't matter anyways.
Is under attack.
Double kill for Nangrata.
Tower has fallen.
Okay, well, Enigma there. Universe was able to push on in, though, with the catapult and took the tower down with his Helm of the Dominator. So that was a pretty nice grab for the side of Fnatic. Envy also playing way far back here.
Yeah.
Waiting for his courier. He's the one who gets the tome. Oh, no, that's for DJ, I think. And Envy's getting his boots delivered. Yeah, DJ will get the tome. Oh, no, DJ bought the tome for Envy. Hard life.
That happens.
That's good, though. They definitely need it. I mean, that's going to help DJ more than giving it to himself. He's already level 6, so you might as well get the bonus damage from your Drow Ranger hitting 7.
Yeah, it's good stuff. 41 damage apiece. It's so crazy how much you get from that one. Silent, just going to go in there and mess with Pylai Die a little bit. There was also the tier 1 tower taken bottom by Winstrike while all that action was happening, and they'll be able to get a pull off here. You look at the vision right now for the Dire, and some of it did get dewarded by Pylai Die, but they've got some pretty good view into the jungle where we might see Envy try and recover.
Yeah, Envy going to be spotted up by Silent now here, too.
He's going in for this one, kind of. On top of Envy. Has the bugs and the time lapse.
Maybe just trying to force some rotations.
Yeah. Nothing doing.
Top lane. Ooh, they have an Invis rune here. They could use the setup on heroes trying to push in that top lane, too. But they're going to preemptively put down a sentry here from DJ. So they have the observer ward here. So this way, if the Weaver comes through this little path, the perfect vision. Wow. Predicted by Fnatic. It won't end up mattering, though, as he shows there.
Can they actually do anything to him, though? They're moving in with Abed. They look for the
he didn't go for
terrorize. It's going to hit. They have him caught. There's the Maledict Soul. Global Silence to follow it up, though, when the snowball comes through. On to 2. Can they kill him off? Walrus
have
punch
Black Hole
down
ready,
as well.
though.
Universe trying to TP out. He's going to die before he can escape, and they've also got eyes here onto the Dark Willow. Can they kill him off? Snowball on cooldown.
No chance to find something there. So very good response there from Winstrike. And that was kind of the story in the game number 1, too. They hit a couple of really nice rotations where it was like, man, they read exactly what Fnatic were trying to do. Caught them off, but this time it's we'll see if it's enough to actually keep the game in their favor.
Radiant's middle tower is under
it
attack.
needs to sort of continue to be this pressure that they're felt throughout. I've been impressed with what No Fear's been able to do on this Tusk. I think it's a hero that's overlooked. Still has that great GPM talent at level 10, which he's getting closer to. So
Yeah.
I think this hero offers a lot of value. I swear I speak English.
Sometimes.
Grunt mid lane. No you. Is he gonna get the ulti down and kill off Abed?
That will shut you
Now.
And right into the tower. Pugna will easily guarantee this.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
13 minutes in, a 4,000 gold lead for Winstrike.
Dagon. Finished up here for our Pugna, it looks like.
Wow.
Those are some squishy heroes on the Radiant. DJ is going to be very quick on the Shadow Realm if he wants to survive. And he can finish off targets who end up getting cold embraced, which Pylai definitely uses more than a lot of the other Winter Wyverns we've seen.
Yeah. A lot of magical damage on this team in general.
And Iceberg has just been hiding away in the jungle, just like the Drow Ranger, but he's going to come out much more aggressive than Envy will. Envy's just stacking Wraith Bands to help his team, whereas there's going to be a Shadow Blade initiating upon his opponents now from Iceberg. After this wave.
Scary. And, you know, if you do have that initiation, like, losing any of Fnatic's team starts to feel really, really bad. They need to be able to sort of work their team fight all together. And we've seen just how strong this global silence can be.
Are they going to catch them again? They're back in the same spot. This time they're smoked up, though, going right past the Observer, which could be keeping them safe. Scan, not available right now for Fnatic, so if there's any inkling, they can't go for it. Now they see the SF farming. That might make them feel safer than they really are. They're going to cut off the back line.
They get into Envy, a good silence there as well, and they have the leg drain. They actually turn this, though, with the Winter's Curse, and there's going to be the SF trying to take down a kill on the Dark Willow, but it's instead Dark Willow that kills off the SF. This hero's insane! Envy will fall. And they also take down that Dark Willow off of the Death Requiem. Abed trying to live here, the Decrypt, the Turn, the Dagon, and everything else. Can they keep Abed alive? I don't think so.
Universe still being hunted down here as well. Look at the black hole, the damage from the tower. It might be enough, but is it damage or is it heal? It's damage on the Enigma from Non-Grata to make sure he goes down.
And snowballs go through black holes, apparently. Tusk
It's
able
just
to
physics, ladies and gentlemen.
manipulate time and space. And 15 minutes in, a 5,000 gold lead as Winstrike continue to dominate.
So Pilot Eye TP down here with no HP. Always want to fly very close, but the Shrine will be used.
Radiant's top
He needs to get those lanes pushed out, it feels like, I guess. And man, the Dagon already coming into play. It's looking good.
Who got zapped down? I missed it.
I think it was the Clinks. That should work through Strafe.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to target it as the same as a Laguna Blade.
We did extensive testing on Clinks. And by we, I mean Odie Pixel and Fog. We were looking over their shoulders.
Hey, I did my own extensive testing.
That's true.
You
did.
Wow.
I really just should say I didn't do that testing.
Exactly.
I did nothing. And now I'm just taking that research as my own. As we're going to continue towards the tier 2 tower in the top lane. Catapult, gonna do a good bit, and Universe, the black holes. I mean, whether it's been because of teammates together with him or just having to deal with the silencer or the fact that he doesn't have that much HP against a Pugna, it's been a rough game.
Yeah, I think just the team fights in general just are not starting off the way that they're ever going to look good for Fnatic. Very good movements coming out from Winstrike, catching them split up inside Fnatic, mostly because they feel the need to split up right now, is Iceberg looking for the big ulti.
Finds himself a Universe, and that's a triple raise as well to finish him off.
Oh my
and
god, all those
Dark
Ilons.
Willow.
That was so much gold.
I didn't happen to see it.
It was a lot.
All right, fair enough. And Dagon, jeez, Pilot Die, just so close to going down. And
top tower is under attack.
I mean, look at this tower. You throw out a couple of these Nether Blasts, and it's just a huge problem. They're chasing down Pilot Die here. Non-Grata is a madman.
That little Pugna, he's so fast.
Oh, there's the snowball for the kill. No fear. Picks that one up for himself. Winstrike feel like they're playing like they're having fun right now. This is the style of Dota that they like.
All it took was 9 losses in a row from them to find themselves. It's not too. It's never too late at TI. That's not true. Sometimes it is too late, but I've refused to look at the bracket to see if it is. So for now, we continue the hope for Winstrike, and they're continuing to hope too.
Oh, Silent. Maybe in a little bit of trouble here. They're actually able to burst him down. So they do take the tier 2 tower, but it comes at the cost of their Weaver.
Illusion.
9 to 20, the 7,000 gold lead.
So they can definitely go in for Roche for the side of the tire. What are the comeback potential? I mean, there's Enigma and there's Winter Wyvern.
Yeah.
Layered on top of one each other does not look too good, but separate instances, very strong spells. Wyvern doesn't really have to worry too much about the silencer in terms of the initial pop-off. Just if the fight occurs and the global's covering it, that is indeed going to be a problem. But
Dire's middle tower has been denied.
Definitely still thinking Fnatic have a good chance in this one. Certainly more biased towards them just because they are a more experienced team, that they've been in these situations. We've seen them pull off comebacks like this before. A team that has certainly looked comfortable behind in many of their games.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't even call it bias, more so just that like you feel as if they're the type of team that's used to this situation and anticipating them to you know, do it. I think that's what everybody's kind of feeling right now. And Winstrike, you know, they look really good, but this has kind of been the form. When they win games, they stomp them like this, and then they continue that throughout the rest of the entire match. But occasionally things do go awry. As Pugna finishes off the Yule Scepter. Still got the Dagon queued up to go for more levels of it, but feeling like he wants that survivability and answer to Drow Ranger Silence. As well as, I guess, just like the Terrorize or whatever else.
He's just in the trees up top, nothing else to do. Universe holding the line bottom, or mid rather, and Pilot Eye, the one holding the line in the bottom lane, almost into the Glimmer Cape. Drops a random sentry, double checks for no observers, plants one down. We'll be scouting it here now, though. Find observer ward, and that helps them know that Roche is 100% safe.
Like you said, great Roche taking lineup. They do get the bugs off of them now, but do have another round of them in 2 seconds. They drop down the Willow ulti, thinking about going for it. Roche, it's so low right now.
Things just got spicy.
This is really scary right now as they're going to go for it, but not able to secure the Terrorize in time. Nangrada won't be able to find the kill. They do get Roche.
Yeah, No Fear was close to getting over there with an Ice Shard into a snowball kind of a play, but not there in time. And I think that was the best call for Fnatic not to opt in towards that. It would have been pretty dangerous. Without the Blink Dagger on top of Universe, hard to get into the pit and actually make the big play, and just the Terrorize wouldn't have been enough.
Man, I love this play by Envy. Like, it's absolutely crazy, but you're like going around trying to farm out the jungle where you can. You know that your team needs you to get into this BKB, and like it's probably more safe than your own jungle in a certain way right now.
Yeah, there's one thing about Envy that people have noticed before is that he's extremely good at predicting enemy map movements. Hello.
Well, is he? No! We cursed him.
I mean, he is good at predicting the map movements. He just thought he'd be able to survive quick enough. But the TP was a little slow.
Yeah. That'll happen.
Probably wasn't looking at his hero. That would be my assumption.
That one hurt a lot. I mean, I guess at the end of the day,
DJ
it's like
thinks he's safe.
Nangrada.
Hello. Where's the Dagon? Oh, he got it off in time.
Good play. Oh, and the Terrorize hits on both of them. Is he going to take down this Pugna? DJ! All right, this is how you can tell it's a Fnatic game. Envy ends up dying solo randomly. Oh, no, but DJ's going to go down regardless. Nangrada had something to say about that.
All right, now, yeah, that's a good tip. That's a quality tip moment, but
that was unexpected.
You could just Shadow Realm TP away, sure. But as a wise man once said, going for the kill, that's playing to win, baby.
Ooh. They do throw out that Winter's Curse into the black hole. Maybe no, the Global. Keeps Iceberg alive.
Global used. Just defensively, good sign for Fnatic. And you know what that says to me? Get me a smoke, get it on this Enigma, and find a team fight.
Oh, yeah. I mean, the scary thing is he still doesn't have a Blink Dagger. Are they wrapping around? Pilot die.
Okay. Woo. There have been so many TPs. Okay, by the way, one of the predictions was, will there be a teleport cancel by stun? I feel like we had one so far.
Yeah.
This one was like 10 minutes, but still. It's ridiculous how many people have been getting away with it in this one.
They do spot out Silent over here to the side. Abed, maybe in a dangerous spot if they happen to have any ward. They do have Dust. Do they decide to scan or anything else? They're able to find him. No, they got him caught there, yeah. And they have Dust still on No Fear as well. Oh no, the time lapse! It doesn't hit him. Nobody gets caught by that Chrono. Excuse me, it's not Chrono, it's a black hole.
It's Universe, it's understandable.
Oh God. Oh, it hurts.
Radiant's middle tower.
But the tier 2 tower will eventually fall.
You know, this whole time-lapse thing, it all is because, you know, he deems the current reality of the world to fit his desires. You know, he doesn't deem it to, so he just does whatever he wants. He can crawl back in time, black holes, time, you know, Weaver, he's very good about these things. He sensed that black hole coming. It puts the little Weaver tingly hairs, they stand straight up, gets on out of there.
He knows
it's simply the lore.
That little bug is scary. Spooky bug. 11K, net worth lead now as Winstrike are continuing to just lay their foot on the pedal. And I mean, again, you see these little moments here, DJ. You try and get down some vision, make sure you can take a fight if you happen to be able to win one by your base and maybe make a smoke out play or something, but you got to win that first fight first.
Yeah, and that sentry that caught out Abed too, it actually ends up expiring, and you know what's going to happen. The Rainier are going to come over and throw a sentry down, try and deal with that high ground, and they're going to be really sad 'cause it's already gone. Their ancients have been warded up by a nice little play there from Winstrike, just slowing down the economy of the Drow Ranger.
Terrorize immediately into silent, but the snowball save, able to interrupt it, and the global, it's back up. They caught themselves, the Clinks. Wants a TP out of there. Is it going to happen in time? Yes, indeedy duty. He's out.
At least they figured out one good solution to the heroes inside of Winstrike.
Yeah.
Paladai, is he a dead man? Observer Sentry, those are dire Observer Sentries.
Well, Iceberg just looking at him. He wants to make him think he's okay. And
oh, he actually had no mana. I was wondering why it wasn't just race, but he had to wait. Oh, and now back up top. There's no Terrorize. We just saw it attempted there, and they're diving the Shrine.
BKB immediately. What's your answer to that one? They don't have Black Hole for 50 more seconds, and wow, they need to be a little bit careful. Are they going to still fight this one? Shards kind of blocking things off. No fear. Maybe in a tough spot.
They're just making space for the bottom lane. Pugna and Shadow Fiend.
Oh, they're taking it.
Yeah, they got to make their way down here.
Although Winstrike need to be careful. The Aegis is expired, and they're wrapping around with the Drow. If they can cut them off here.
Back to DJ. He's going for the kill on No Fear.
They've also got over here to the side Iceberg. He just decides to turn around and see if they can take him down. They take down one, but Iceberg will eventually fall. Meanwhile, as you said, up here to the north, Paladai going to get ran up by Silent. A good cold embrace keeps DJ alive, but only as long as the Scoochie cooldown. As Paladai will be found up on the high ground, and the punches come through for the kill, +2 from Silencer.
Yeah, DJ was able to get the kill on the Tusk, but it ends up costing a couple extra there. 1,200 gold going over to Abed, though. And then the secondary engagement, relatively even, but a big boost, 542 actually, to the Weaver. So Silent heading in towards a little bit of damage there with a Maelstrom being picked up.
This is a hero that we've seen get out of control time and again as you get to those later stage items, and particularly the talents. You know, 20, it's good, it's not amazing, but when you get to 25, that's when things get really scary because it's so hard. Like, what's been the main source of initiation? It's been DJ getting a Terrorize onto him. If he's moving around at that amount of movement speed, it's just not going to happen.
Yeah, it's true. It's going to be very difficult.
Although they probably have Blink Black Hole by then.
Well, Universe has made it to the GPM talent, so they're hoping that'll help get them to those next items, the BKB, the Blink Dagger, but there is still always the ever-present issue of the Silencer. If you blink Black Hole with your BKB, Global Silence will still go through and stop you from doing everything.
Now, an Aeon Disc is going to be the choice for Pugna, as opposed to leveling up the Dagon, which we've already seen. Stay at level 1. But he's had himself a very, very good game and continuing to stay strong. Good series.
Yeah, Nongrad looked very good.
Like, going into this, I was anticipating it just being all talking about the Iceberg show, but Nongrad has definitely shown something, I think, in this series, and probably the rest of the TI that people are going to be thinking about next year.
We'll see. For now, they're going to smoke up alongside him, see if maybe there's a gank coming his way. They're not going to end up finding any Fnatic heroes. Dire Vision right now. They have some deep wards on the northern part and a couple down the south, so not sure which movements they've seen so far. Probably predicted or probably noticed where DJ's gone, and he's showing himself on the wave anyway, so they're going to try and get a little bit closer to the base. They go for the ward out of smoke, but that's spotted. Tricky maneuver, but doesn't work out in the end.
Get the D wards working. As you said, Abed not there with them, nor is DJ.
They did quite a bit of damage last time, though, so this really helps the chipping here from Pugna.
Oh, it is great, and they had decrypt the Nether Ward as well, so they can't just take it down right from the get-go. Iceberg slowed, but not stopped. No glyph available. Pugna wants to, he just goes up for another.
This is a sick Nether Ward spot. They can't actually see it.
That's awesome.
They can see it now, but it's very difficult. They actually placed an Observer Ward that gave vision inside there. It's kind of cool.
Radiant's
I don't think it was intentional.
is under attack.
Level 20 Iceberg has the damage per soul talent. He was sort of vilified after he made his big Shadow Fiend game where he kept on going for like the magical build and all of the raises and cooldown stuff. But this time around, just taking that straight up damage.
Abed on the run here. Observer Sentry combo, spotting the movement from Iceberg will allow him to escape. In fact, they're going to try and start wrapping behind, maybe even baiting out Envy a little bit. Chasing No Fear, very hard kill to get.
Oh, they see him though. There's the BKB immediately. One, and doesn't even get it. No Fear takes that one for himself.
No stun required. And that almost puts No Fear into the Blink deck.
DJ losing his mind slightly playing this game. And we do have Abed. They just drop a sentry ward right on him.
Yeah, they don't have any direct stuns really. I mean, that's obviously why the TPs have been happening so much, but yeah. Abed can get away with quite a bit in this game because it's hard to just instantly kill him.
It's just a bottle hanging out. Give that one over to Non-Grata so he can have the Arcane Rune. And Roche, a minute and a half away. This is pretty good for Fnatic, I would say. You'd want to be able to, you know, have that Roche right now if you're Winstrike.
Yeah. I mean, they still need the Blink BKB, I think, to win that fight, or at least have a better shot at it. So I still don't feel very good for Fnatic's chances, but...
You mean Blink BKB on Enigma?
Yes.
Yeah. He's working towards it. It's going to be a while, though. And Winstrike taking out the rest of the shrines since they burned through that tier 3 tower.
Yeah, late spawn just gives them some time to prep up for the Roche fight. They again block off this Ancient Camp. I really like this choice from Winstrike. Just easy place from the farm. Clinks keeps abusing it. You can defend it pretty easily with Observer Sentry combos. And Envy now in trouble down here.
KB is just going to try and TP out, but the damage coming through, it's too much.
It only works for so long. You know, eventually the items do come out. Meanwhile, the rat in bottom lane, Clinks getting some damage in there. Pilot Eye covering his back with a Glimmer Cape and a Winter's Curse if necessary. Tusk will be the first one to come here.
Shards go out, a little bit off the mark there. Does still have a snowball if he wants to go for it, as well as the dust, but nobody else is TPing over. Meanwhile, over here to the side, they are looking to try and maybe catch out one.
BKB here.
All right, and just gonna Requiem right on top of the TP iceberg. Oh, that was pretty.
Oh, the tip.
That was sick.
Radiant's middle tower.
That was a bold play from DJ.
Radiant structures.
I mean, there's no other way that Iceberg finds that kill. And if DJ cancels his TP, he's dead anyways. Yeah. Man, Winstrike coming in strong in game number 2. They don't care about that bottom at tier 1 tower because they took tier 3 mid, and they're pressuring elsewhere as well. Non-Grata just blows up Highlight Die. Godlike spree for him. They buy back now on the Willow and looking for an opportunity for a black hole, but it's so scary. They know that Global Silence is still up. And always want to fly, just has to stay in the back and not get caught.
God, that Nether Ward does so much damage. Wyvern took 486 from Nether Ward there.
That is pretty insane. That hero, just not the tankiest in the world from the get-go.
Yeah, just trying to cast that ulti. Boom.
Not to mention the fact that you've got a Dagon level 2 now and continues to level it up. 18,000 net worth lead as Winstrike trying to claw their way back into this series and get themselves a 1-1 after Fnatic won a very close one in game number 1.
Well, the lead has grown much larger than the one Fnatic had over Winstrike in the previous game. To 20K now with an Aegis, with a cheese.
It is still Winter Wyvern in a black hole.
It's true. We haven't seen either really for quite a while. They're holding these waves. They've lost the mid racks, lost the bottom tier 3.
Showing envy and anticipating the movements of Winstrike. Seeing if they can find a pick off here. Radiant scan, don't spot anybody, but they just signals to them that this is Non-Grata alone. And they will find him. Always Want to Fly is here. Do they want to drop the global for him? They're actually going to. This might be a bit of a bold play. If they take this fight now after the fact, they might end up in a bad position as they're just going to TP away immediately. Winter's Curse. Everybody's out except for Pilot Die.
Dust will secure it, but okay, do they have a second smoke? They do. DJ has one, so too bad they don't have the Winter Wyvern, but they could potentially just go for the smoke right now and try and make something happen without the Global Silence. Very difficult play to make, though. If anything, it's just likely going to delay the high ground for another 100 seconds.
Yeah. I mean, it is still a scary situation right now, and they're also building towards a Weaver Aghanims.
Aegis on the Shadow Fiend does a lot of work versus the Black Hole, too. They can just play him very far in front and try and force the Black Hole onto the Aegis, and then what's your secondary option? Iceberg focus down. Look how much physical damage he takes there. Invis saving him as there's no detection for Abed, but still not a very safe game for the hero in a 1v1 versus the Clinks.
And as you said, if they can burn through this the first time through, As, oh my god, just jump forward the black hole. It's onto one. It's okay, but is it going to be good enough? Universe just gets blown up by Iceberg, but Abed able to find that kill as well. There's going to be the BKB out from Silent as he turns onto Abed, trying to find that kill. A cold embrace, but afterwards they do have the Requiem. They have the BKB from Abed though, still keeping him alive. Nangrata turns though. They're able to find this kill onto the Clinks. He has a buyback, but Pylai also in trouble as Winstrike just going to dance on the grave as they take down these barracks.
Yeah, it's starting to look like the end here. Not a whole lot they can do. Sprays being tagged, Ice Shards in the fountain, Dagon's in the fountain. Not a good sign for the game last much longer, but DJ, he's going in there.
Oh, the snowball actually ended up killing Nangrata because they weren't sharing damage anymore, but it doesn't look like they're going to be deterred. There is still another buyback on the Clinks. Hypothetically, with this Winter's Curse, they can make a play. It's so hard
here, but yeah, very difficult. Super unlikely, but they continue holding out hope.
Trying to see if they can find something. Winstrike, turn now. DJ just gets almost one shot.
An Iceberg.
And the Winter's Curse, it's in desperation, so he doesn't just die instantly, but honestly, Iceberg in some trouble. Hanging on to it, gets time-lapse, why not? Because they have the Weaver Aghanim Scepter, thinking about going back in yet again. Clinks is back up in 12. But Winstrike going to walk and saunter away from this one, feeling quite happy with themselves, 2 racks up.
Okay, I'm pretty surprised them just end right there, to be honest. But every game counts, of course. You need every single win you can, so you want to fight right till the Ancient falls at this point. Buyback status for the Radiant, only the Clinks remaining, but only DJ used the timer, so everyone else is just a gold-based thing at the moment.
Yeah. And I mean, they should be able to get that up. Anyways, it's the Aeon Disc for Tusk. Like, they're into the luxury items now that make these heroes, like, really hard to deal with. And the Silencers had a Ghost Scepter for the longest time, but now also, like, the Force Staff, all these little saving things to build around their Shadow Fiend, who's up 10,000 gold over the next highest of the enemy team.
Yeah, that is a pretty nice place to be. Universe, he is ready with a 9-second BKB after that last fight. Black Hole in 35 seconds.
Are they going to try and smoke, or what's the play here? They have Black Hole in 30, like you said, and Global back up again. That makes it tough. Makes it really, really tough.
Radiant are scanning.
So Winstrike going to smoke up here. They run into Pylai Die. He does have Winter's Curse again. Who can they find? They have a ward up on the high ground. This could be a decent place for Fnatic to fight. It's, well, no fear. Living up to the name.
Yeah, he's saying, all right, you guys want to fight me? I'm going to snowball on you. That drives back the side of Fnatic with no real recourse.
DJ just checking out the Roche pit. Winstrike again. They need every win possible. Right now sitting 2-11 in the group stage. And gives one punch for a 1,200 on the end.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
29,000 net worth lead as the tier 3 tower is going to go down. They have the Nether Ward down as well. Iceberg just beating away at this one. Envy doing what he can. Universe is there as well. Does still have the Black Hole Blink Dagger though. He's already been used once. Can they kill off No Fear? There's the Aeon Disc that procs, keeps him alive. And still it's Iceberg. Just hit DJ trying to take down No Fear on that side of it as they did get off the Winter's Curse. They managed to kill off one. Not bad. Now the Fear here as well. Onto Silent, but they get the last word onto DJ. Does have a Yule Scepter, but just Dagon.
-2 now up to 18 int there for Always Want to Fly. And they still have the cheese. They still have BKB here for Iceberg. And Fnatic, just 2 racks remaining.
They turn their heights onto it. There's the cheese. Iceberg pops it one time. They have the glyph. Okay, the time lapse. Iceberg still low. There's the Dagon again coming in from Nangrata. Just does so much damage so quickly. Universe thinking about it. All right, he forces out the BKB. Silent taking a lot of damage here. And that might keep him back again. Well, until Nangrata wants to go in and just throw in a couple nether blocks.
Yeah, it's so tempting. They still have the BKB. I think Iceberg just wants the BKB and going on this, but the Black Hole is the only thing stopping him, so they'll just keep on nether blasting. Just a few more. Iceberg wants his moment here, but it's
he does a lot of damage.
Yeah, there's Dagon 5.
Oh, there's going to be the tip. And they do finally get the Mega Creeps as Winstrike in a good position here to close it out, get themselves the win they've been looking for. Abed, they have vision. Do they have enough, though? Silent passes him by.
Casual 1k damage Dagon. That's pretty cool. It's a handy little item to have, I suppose.
Oh, definitely. I mean, it fits so well, you know, just with Pugna's kit and what he brings to the table. And again, you think about the sort of macro situation you're in. Fnatic and OG, they're both sitting 6 and 7 in the group stages. You lose a game here, you could potentially be knocked down into the lower bracket off of something like this. So Fnatic are going to fight for absolutely everything that they can here.
Yeah, but they're looking for some plays. Nograda buying up a Blink Dagger so he can go for assassinations. He can blink into the tree line along the side there too and start blasting if he had to, but they've actually already lost the range tracks. Nograda got it. Okay.
Blink on Willow. The wrap coming from Abed. Seeing if he can find anybody out here to the side. He is going to go for the courier snipe. Okay. Takes it down.
Has been killed.
The Pyrrhic victory.
Yep. And just GG right there. Just like, haha. Get the last laugh, you know, the final kill. All right, marching in here once more. 6-second BKB on the Shadow Fiend. Black Hole ready for Universe still.
God, it's so tough, and the Ancient is falling now. Iceberg, he's just beating away. He knows what he needs to do. They are playing this so carefully. They know their TI life is on the line. They're going to buy back on the Wyvern as soon as possible. Have that Nether Ward damage coming out still. They're all grouped together, but there's the blink away, and they spread out. But still, the creeps are hitting the base. Fnatic holding on with a hope or a prayer. It's feeling like a nightmare right now. The bugs are down. The damage coming in. They have fortification. Evie pops his BKB, just trying to run at him. And Abed, Universe controlled, going to be killed off. GG is called, the global after the black hole. And this is Winstrike taking it 1-1 against Fnatic.
Nobody beats Winstrike 10 times in a row. TI group stage can't stop these guys. It was a bit of a nervous lead, like just because it's up against Fnatic.